South Africa also, they signed international agreement with a different international communities, multilateral and bilateral international agreements they signed, and they are helping refugees with that agreement. And I am not going to say South African government must not change their law, but even if they change their law, that law must be consistent with international law.
A changing climate has forced the South African government to address the challenge of illegal migration. The family of Ethiopian activist Binyam Desalegn Ashibo is pleading with the Constitutional Court to order the release of their loved one from detention. Ashibo illegally entered the borders of South Africa from Zimbabwe on 11 June 2021. He was arrested in Pretoria on the 7th of July 2022 for contravening the Immigration Act by entering and residing in South Africa unlawfully. Ashibo and his family, however, alleged that he was involved in opposition politics in Ethiopia and fled his country for South Africa out of fear of persecution.
We left Ethiopia with valid reason, with a political opinion and the civil war going on. And why we must plead guilty? We are real refugees.
Arguing before the Apex Court, Ashibo's lawyer, advocate Snetemba Vobi, submitted that his client is entitled to be released as there is no justification for his detention when he applies for asylum.
He will be detained, or he is detained in terms of Section 34 of the Immigration Act. If the applicant says, I want to apply for an asylum, immediately that's when his rights in terms of the Refugees Act will kick in. If one is to go to the Refugees Act, there is no provision that provides for a detention.
Justices hearing the matter battled with the question of whether the law provides that a detainee is entitled to be released because they are going to apply for asylum.
Seriously ill in prison, naturally they have a right of access to health care. Does the existence of that right automatically mean release from prison so as to be able to go to a hospital?
Judgment in the matter is reserved. The Ministry of Home Affairs did not respond to a request for comment. In a matter which transcends the interests of Mr. Ashibo, the ConCourt is tasked with reaching a conclusion which will undoubtedly benefit many asylum seekers on providing clarity on the question surrounding release when one has shown an intention to apply for asylum. Canny Maphanga, SABC News, Johannesburg.